The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
How's it going? Welcome to week 7 of Bucks Weekly. The Bucks are coming off of a 22-14 win over the Tri-County North Panthers. Andy, it's been a little while since the Bucks have had an ultra-competitive conference game like that one.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really good game to call last Friday. Covey did a good job playing all 4 quarters, just like Coach has been talking about. The defense stepped up absolutely when the team needed it, and the offense worked on those slow, methodical drives that Coach has really been preaching, and they chewed up the clock, and in the end it was enough to get that win. Tri-County North came out fired up. The team did a good job matching the Panthers' level of intensity early in the game.
Yeah, I thought we absolutely did. That wasn't the issue. You put the ball on the ground, that first series on offense, and give them field position right there on the 10-yard line, and we come out and we stop them. And that's a credit to our defense and special teams there. But it wasn't a matter of that. We put the ball on the ground, and every time we turn around, we gave momentum. So we avoid the fumbles, and I think that's a different game. I really do.
Okay. Tri-County North refused to give up a big play. Were you happy with the team's ability to control a slower tempo throughout the game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what we preach constantly. Again, minus the fumbles, we did a great job of controlling the ball, and really, according to our game plan, that was fine with me. Those big plays sometimes can get you out of a rhythm, and we did a nice job of just picking up chunks of yardage there, other than the fumbles.
Okay. The defensive line really got pressure on their QB late in the game. Is this a technique thing or the toughness and hard work kind of thing?
Well, I think after a while they get used to the offensive linemen, what they're trying to do, blocking them wise, and technique obviously plays a part in that. But Dalton Borderline is relentless. He just goes, and he had a couple key sacks there at the end of the game. So probably a little bit of combination of both. Conditioning paid off there. They kept coming and finally got to him.
So it was an all-around team effort for the Bucks last week, but where the game really started to turn was when the Buccaneer defensive line started to pressure the Panther quarterback. So we talked to the defensive lineman this week.
Okay, here with the D-line. First question, what's the funnest part of playing D-line?
Probably just sacking the quarterback like it's your job, because it is.
All right, what's the funnest part of the game on Friday night?
Being with my friends and on the field.
Okay. What's the funnest part of practice?
Funnest part of practice is Monday when Coach lines us up for conditioning and tells us we have team competition and not Viking 40s.
Okay, and what's the funnest part of school?
Yeah, well, that's a good question.
This week's matchup features the only remaining undefeated teams in the CCC. I caught up with Coach Miller to see what he expects out of this Friday's game. The Bucks travel to undefeated Miami East this week. What's the biggest key to success when maybe the 2 biggest conference games are scheduled back-to-back?
It's the same thing every week. I mean, we make that a tougher game than it has to be. I'm not taking anything away from them, but I thought we came ready to play. We put the ball on the ground 3 times. By rights, you're supposed to lose a game like that. We cannot beat ourselves. We can't, fumble the football, throw interceptions. We do put it in the air, and we got to control the line of scrimmage. As long as we don't beat ourselves and we control the line of scrimmage, we've got a good chance of winning against anybody. So it's going to be a tough one, no question, but that's the key there.
Okay, and what do you expect to see out of Miami East?
They're fundamentally sound. I mean, Coach Curran and his staff does a great job at just doing what they do. They're really good offensively. They give you a bunch of formations and have some good skilled kids back there. The Fellers kid is as fast, as good an athlete as we're going to see. They get it done up front. They don't do anything real fancy, but defensive line wise, they come at you and they do what they do. It's the easiest scouting report you have all week. But then they always get it done because their kids know what they're doing and they execute. So look forward to a big one.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Andy.
That will just about wrap it up for Week 7 of Bucks Weekly. This Friday night, the Bucks travel to Miami East to take on the Vikings. Broadcast time at 7:15. Kickoff is at 7:30. Check the Facebook page for updates during the game, and go to GoBucks.com for all the latest information. So for Andy and Kyle, we'll see you later.
Go Bucks.